The United States Army spent roughly 20 years in Afghanistan, combating terrorists to bring stability and peace to the region and around the world. This battlefield was filled with danger, where life and death were always close at hand. In 2020, a story of bravery and determination played out. Two Army Rangers found themselves locked in a desperate struggle against insurgents, showing great courage as they tried to protect their fellow soldiers and fulfill their duty. But when tragedy struck and one of their own was gravely wounded, it was not just bullets and bombs that became their enemies. It was time itself. In a race against the clock, these Rangers must turn to an innovative program that could mean the difference between life and death on the battlefield. Thanks to a new way of giving blood, lives were saved right there on the battlefield. Keep watching to see how, despite challenges, the bonds of brotherhood and the spirit of innovation shone brightest and illuminated even the darkest corners of war-torn Afghanistan. It was a hot summer's day, and the Rangers were tasked with a helicopter insertion to capture or kill high-volume targets in the Wardak province of Afghanistan. But it wasn't going to be easy. Soon after entering, the Rangers came under heavy fire from AK-47s, counteracting with M4 carbines, shoulder-fired rockets, and grenade launchers. However, while advancing through enemy territory, 3 Rangers were injured in a destructive explosion, while another was stuck behind a temporary barrier of dirt, urgently searching for safety from gunfire. Staff Sergeant Charles Bowen and Sergeant Ty Abel, both serving in Bravo Company 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, acted quickly. Bowen and Abel navigated through the battlefield with bullets flying and explosions in the distance, courageously assessing the situation and attending to the injured. Bowen's sharp observation immediately noticed the seriousness of one soldier's wounds, a large opening in the right side of his chest. He applied a tourniquet to his right arm, one to his right leg, and a junctional tourniquet to his pelvis. Bowen administered tranexamic acid to slow the bleeding and used advanced resuscitation techniques to keep the man's left lung inflated, all while grenades were exploding just 15 meters away. Abel and another Ranger came to assist, and they moved the man to a casualty collection point. Just as they did so, another Ranger emerged from the woods with his canine attached to his hip. He had blood gushing from a life-threatening neck injury. Without hesitation, Bowen inserted his middle finger into the hole in the Ranger's neck, and Abel labored to stop the bleeding. The Ranger's airways were blocked with blood, so the 2 medics performed an advanced surgery where they cut a new airway lower down in the throat, known as a cricothyroidotomy. All of this was done with acute mortar attacks and machine guns spraying around them. Nevertheless, their attempts quickly faced another serious hurdle, a severe lack of blood supplies. But they remained unfazed. Bowen and Abel resorted to a groundbreaking method. Rangers' ROLO titer program, or ROLO, involves a volunteer soldier administering their own blood to wounded comrades in the field. The Rangers keep track of universal donors within the unit, typically individuals with Group O blood, and utilize them in emergencies. The process, taking about 10 minutes, involves the donor drawing their blood on site and giving it to the injured teammate before returning to combat. While similar procedures have been attempted before, such as Captain Chris Cordova conducting a field-executed blood transfusion at COP Keating in 2009, these were in a more improvised manner compared to the structured program implemented by the Rangers today. Despite the intense fight, these soldiers showed the true meaning of selflessness by quickly coming to the help of their comrade through an on-the-spot blood transfusion. Without hesitation, 3 soldiers came forward to donate blood, showing courage and teamwork. Pulled from a group of carefully chosen volunteer donors, they began a race against the clock. Under the flying bullets and ground-shaking explosions, Bowen and Abel carefully carried out the procedure, using their bodies to protect their patients while collecting new blood. The sound of gunfire and explosions created a dangerous atmosphere as they worked to save lives. Thanks to the program, the blood donation process was completed in under 10 minutes. What adds to the significance of this action is that after donating their blood, these brave soldiers didn't back down. Instead, they showed their dedication to their mission and fellow soldiers by continuing to fight the enemy. Their courage and determination in tough times speaks volumes about their strength and bravery. Bowen described the frightening experience in his own words, as reported in an Army press release. During the enemy attack, we were receiving intense fire while airstrikes with Hellfire missiles, 30mm rounds, and 105mm rounds were happening only 30 meters away from us. While this was occurring, Sergeant Abel and I worked hard to protect our wounded soldiers and shielded their ears from the impact of the heavy munitions. Even when surrounded by obstacles and facing extreme risk, the soldiers remained steadfast. Their dedication to their fellow soldiers motivated them to persevere through tough times. After the dust cleared and the sound of gunshots disappeared into the night, the full significance of what they had done was revealed. Lives were preserved, not only due to the proficient use of medical expertise, but also thanks to the sense of unity and selflessness that characterizes the soldiers in the armed services. Bowen and Abel's actions showed the strong bond they had formed during the intense experience of fighting. They didn't just defeat the enemy, but also fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Following the intense battle in Wardock Province, Staff Sergeant Charles Bowen and Sergeant Ty Abel's brave deeds made a lasting impact on the 75th Ranger Regiment's history. Because of their fast thinking, fearless bravery, and advanced medical skills, Bowen and Abel became symbols of optimism in the midst of the battlefield disorder, rescuing 6 of their fellow soldiers on that decisive night. Their remarkable act of bravery did not go unacknowledged. Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Knight, the command surgeon of the 75th Ranger Regiment, praised their actions as proof of the effectiveness of the military's intense training and the smooth collaboration of medical staff on the battlefield. Staff Sergeant Charles Bowen and Sergeant Ty Abel, who applied the technique in combat for the first time, were honored with Valor Awards. Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Knight, a medical doctor with the regiment, described ROLO as a groundbreaking protocol developed within the 75th Ranger Regiment, revolutionizing battlefield casualty treatment. According to him, having blood readily available on the battlefield has become standard practice, eliminating the need for other IV fluids. The introduction of the ROLO program marks a major advancement in military healthcare. Soldiers can now give life-saving blood transfusions on the battlefield. This was a task previously thought impossible. This selfless act reflects the military's core values of honor, duty, and loyalty. These soldiers exemplified true brotherhood, displaying unwavering commitment to their comrades in arms. Their bravery and resilience are an inspiration, reminding us of the sacrifices made by those who serve their country and fellow soldiers. In the future, the bravery of Bowen and Abel will be shared repeatedly, motivating upcoming soldiers to overcome challenges and adopt the principles of the Ranger Creed. The true identity of a Ranger is found in their selfless service, courage, and unyielding commitment to protect life, liberty, and justice through their actions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Sergeant Rooster, over and out.